Welcome back to AFCRDTV. We're here at Thursday night's training session and I'm joined by Diamonds manager Andy Burgess. Well, Andy, it's not the start we wanted to the season, just 1 point from 3 games, but how are you feeling about it all? Because the season isn't won and lost in the opening few games, but by the same account, you want to get those points on the board because it all adds up at the end of the season. So what are your thoughts on it so far?
Yeah, I mean, as you say, it's not ideal, but it is what it is, and we can't change the opening 3 games now. All we can do is use it to our advantage as much as we can in terms of learning and building on what we've seen. We've identified lots of good things in all 3 games. Periods of games where we've controlled it, periods of games where we've been on top. And then the little things that we haven't quite done right and we haven't done well enough, and the goals that we've conceded, and we've identified it all, we've spoken about it all. We're honest and open in our assessments, in the 4 walls of our dressing room, and we've got an honest group of players there. So, yeah, we can't change what's happened. We'd love to, but we can't. All we can do is focus on Saturday, searching for that first win. We can't think about that. We've got to just think about the little details and the little things and all that will add up to winning 3 points, hopefully.
Well, bar the injury to Courtney Lashley, you've gone with a pretty settled team and formation over the last couple of games. Is that something that you're looking to build on, or will that change over time based on different opponents and other factors? Yeah,
I think we have to stay open-minded to what shape we play and what system we play. I think we explored 3 at the back in pre-season. It perhaps didn't work as well as we thought it might, so we've gone to a back 4. What we do in front of that, we've got a group of players who can be flexible, a group of players who play in multiple positions, so it doesn't sort of limit us to staying in one shape. You have to identify weaknesses in the opposition as well, and we've certainly done that in the opening 3 games, and I thought that's one of the big positives that we can take is that the game plans that we've put in place at points throughout the game, it's coming to fruition. So we'll stay open-minded. We'll stay sort of looking at what will work best in each individual game. But again, we can talk about the opposition. We can look at what everybody else does, but it's about what we do. Somebody once said that it's not about formations and systems and tactics. It's about players, and I believe that. And I think if the players play to their potential and play to their maximum, then we'll win more games than we'll lose.
Yeah, I'm sure the firm focus is going to be on what we can do. But just heading into the weekend, what are you expecting from Alvechurch? They've got this new hybrid system in place, meaning that some of their players train full time. We know they're a good side anyway, based off last season. So, what sort of challenge are you expecting from them?
Yeah, it'll be tough. They've had an indifferent start. I think 1 or 2 indifferent results. They should be. If they've got full-time players, they should be fitter. They should be more organised. They should be able to get around the pitch and be able to pose us problems. But we know every team in this division is difficult. We know every team poses a threat. They're going to be probably physical and aggressive in their approach, and we've got to match that. We've got to stand up to that and be better than that. We know it'll be tough. It's a tough pitch to go and play on. But we'll rise to the occasion and we'll hopefully go there and give a good account of ourselves.
You touched on it there, and it sort of leads into my next question about the surface. We know that they've got plans for a new ground at Lime Meadow, but it's got that sort of diagonal slope that's going down the pitch. I mean, historically, we've actually done pretty well there. We've won our last 2 visits, but it's always going to be tough on that sort of surface, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's that old. Again, it's another cliche. It's same for both sides, but perhaps they're a little bit more used to it and a bit, adapt a little bit better. But we've just got to go and control what we control. We can't control the pitch or the ball or the referee. We've seen that in the opening 3 games. So we've just got to go and think about ourselves, concentrate on ourselves. We've talked a lot in the last 3 games about details and the little details and making sure they're right and how important they are and identifying how important they are. We've done a class or an analysis session before training tonight where we've looked at ourselves and looked at what we can do better and what we need to do better, and that will be important. And we've talked about details in there. So we know how important it is to focus on ourselves, and we can't change what they'll do. We've just got to adapt to it and give everything we've got.
And just finally, we spoke on Tuesday about a handful of players who have been missing for various different reasons. How are they looking ahead of Saturday?
It's a little bit touch and go. We hope Courtney Lashley will be back in contention. Matty Fossum, we're waiting to hear news on. I think it'll be a bit too soon for Jensen, who's struggling with tonsillitis. Other than that, I think we should be okay. We're working with small numbers, so it does make it a little bit difficult, and we are stretched a little bit. But you know, we're not hiding behind that. We're not making excuses. You know, we've got a good group of players who can go on their day and win anywhere in this league. So we'll be looking to do that on Saturday.
Well, thanks for your time, Andy. Hopefully the rest of the training goes well, that the players come through unscathed, and we'll see you all on Saturday.
Brilliant. Thanks, Josie.